I don't see it yet.
There it is. Now you are.
Hey, hey, it is a beautiful day outside, and I just had to come on really quick. I started something brand new. I love to travel and I love to save, and something came into my lap, and I just had to run with it. And so today I have a couple people on with me. My friend Tammy, I'm excited to introduce her. She is joining me on this journey. We are so excited to share. Made a couple of posts recently about this travel and how we can save both on hotels and cruises and tickets with Ticketmaster and all that stuff. So we're going to deep dive in there. It's been hard for me to get back to everybody that has messaged. So we are excited to share more. So I want to introduce my friend Tammy, and I'm so excited to be on this with you, Tammy, because it's going to be a blast.
Oh yes, me too. And I never really wanted to travel when I was younger, but the older I get, the more I'm like, I want to see that place and I want to see that place. And so this is just like perfect. And so we're all super excited, like what, 48 hours in, and I'm like losing sleep. So Kayla is going to take over and kind of tell us how this all works because like I said, we're all brand new, but we're gonna make it through.
We are. And so, Kayla, excited to have you join us on here and go over everything and share
Hey
with
guys,
everyone.
thanks for having me on. I know I'm
Mhm.
excited. Honestly, it's been the same way for me since the second we I saw somebody doing the same thing, doing a live stream. I think I made it 3 minutes into that live stream and I was in her inbox going, what is it? Like, I need to know, give me all, like, where's the link? Like, send me the things. This has been the biggest, most exciting opportunity platform. Like, it's things all wrapped into one. But essentially, like, we are going to be able to travel the world and help other people do the same, and make a crazy income doing it. There's so many different aspects to this. We're going to go over everything. We're going to talk about the platform itself and what it's doing for. It's what it's done for Europe for the last 12 years. It is huge over there. I actually found it 3 years ago in Europe, and I wasn't able to get a hold of this or access to this for myself and my family because it wasn't available for Canadians yet. So now to be a part of the pre-launch, the very first, like, we are the very first launching this in North America, Canada, the US, and Australia, which is huge. Like, I'm going to drop a little for anybody who wants to watch for the income later on. We're going to be hitting that at the end. But this is a binary comp plan. We make 85%. Like, it's a big deal. Just a little, like, drop in the water, little teaser for later. But here we're going to go into the platform. We're going to kind of tell you what the heck it is we're talking about, and why we're so pumped. I've got some slides.
Exciting.
The slides are really going to help. I'm like a squirrel, so the slides are great, and it gives you a little visuals of what's going on. So we have two kind of aspects to this. We have MWR Life, which is what we're doing. We are the people sharing it. We're the ones, obviously we're making an income doing it, which is amazing, and you all have the opportunity to do that too. And then Travel Advantage is the platform. So MWR Life and Travel Advantage was founded in, I got to bring it up. I was like, I can see it from my end. Here we go. Now you can see it too. MWR Life and Travel Advantage. Travel Advantage is the platform. Okay. We are disrupting the travel industry with this platform. They have done it for 12 years already, though. This has been in Europe. This has been exploding over there. This has made people multimillionaires and saved people millions in travel. Not to mention the points you accumulate, all that stuff. We're going to go through it. But it is a $250 billion debt-free company. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. They own the tech. So very, very solid company that's been going for 12 years in Europe, all over that side of the world, very successfully for the last 12 years. We are just now getting the pre-keys to kind of get this going over on our side of the world, which is very exciting. The hard launch of Travel Advantage is not until May 2026. So when I say we have the pre-keys, this is a very crazy opportunity to be able to have something like this come across your lap this early on. If you understand the industry, you understand the momentum and the time is now. There's over 1 million members already. So going in Europe, over 1 million people utilize this, and that's not people utilizing it to make money. That is people utilizing the app to travel and saving money. It is, it's flipping the script. Everything that you kind of know so far, Expedia, Booking.com, all of those things, they get you your travel booked, but they don't save you anything. They don't put money back in your pocket. They have no pluses, no advantages, nothing. We are a wholesale priced travel app. So you know how you go to Expedia and Booking.com, you go to book something, right? And there's a price, and then there's like a million things added onto that price. Or you go to a travel agent, same thing. You'll go to book, a cruise or a flight or a hotel, and there'll be all this added fees. Well, we give it to you without that stuff, okay? Our CEO he spent the last 20, 30 years traveling the globe, making personal relationships with over 2 million hotel chains, resorts, cruise liners, all of this, to be able to have those personal relationships are what gives us the prices that we have. And we do 150% price match guarantee on our travel, which is, it's unlike anything. It's wild. Is too, though, it's not an empty membership. So this is not something you're paying every single month and you only get access to these crazy deals. That's not all that we offer. Our world is split into subscriptions right now. That's what we do. That's how you get the best bang for your buck, is to become a member of something like Netflix, right? Like Amazon, all of these subscriptions, you become a member and you get the deals, but this is even better because it's not an empty membership. So you pay your, whatever tier you kind of come in at, but you get that same dollar amount back to spend on travel, which is insanity. Yes, I'm going to go further into that in a minute. But realistically, you double your money in travel. So it's like a glorified savings plan. Okay. Say you want to go on a cruise, right? You are never going to be able to find a credit card, a bank, a savings plan, like even investing your money, you're not getting double back guaranteed within your, whatever the timeline is that you're looking for this trip. We double your money here, which is insanity to be able to say that. Our loyalty perks system is unlike anything that you will ever see ever on this planet. I promise you that. And our AI trip planner just shows that we are so far ahead of the game. We even take cryptocurrency, which, if you know anything about crypto, the fact that our CEO has that already built in and that you can pay and travel in crypto just shows how miles ahead of the competition we are. Okay, I'm going to go to the next slide here. Sorry, I have to jump off every time I want to switch slides. So what is inside of this platform? What do you get access to? Hotels, for sure. Flights, car rentals. We have a lifestyle mall. This lifestyle mall is mind-blowing because I'm thinking about coming up Christmas, right? Say I want to get my husband a pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses, or my sister, I want to buy her the, YSL perfume that she likes. Well, I looked into a bunch of the prices. It's like a duty-free mall kind of thing, because you get wholesale pricing. And the perfume that my sister and I both wear, it was $100 cheaper purchasing it through our app. However, that's not all you get. You don't just get your wholesale pricing, your duty-free pricing. Everything that you purchase through that app, you're then accumulating travel points, which is insanity. So I go and, purchase everything for Christmas for my family. And I have a big family, right? I was looking at the amount of points I would earn if I had checked out that day and just purchased everything for Christmas. I essentially earned a free trip, just by getting my family their Christmas presents through the app. It was crazy. So then we have cruises, resorts. We have our personal relationship with Ticketmaster, which this one blows a lot of people's minds. You are able to get your concert tickets, your sports tickets. Like my husband was mind blown with this one. He, has seen me in this industry for over a decade. He's seen me do a lot of things online. Never has he supported any of them. Well, supported me, but been like, oh my God, and not another one kind of thing. Right. But this one, he was like, okay, show me like, okay, how much can you get tickets for the Leafs game? He is a big Toronto Maple Leafs fan. The tickets were regularly $4,000 per person to go see the last game. They were $1,500 through the app. So
that's crazy.
Wow.
Right. So, I mean, when I say it was like instantly husband approved, it was instantly husband approved. Transfers, we have now what we're most famous for is our life experiences. These life experiences, I know Lori and Tammy have got to take a little peek at kind of what the life experiences offer. And I have some examples coming up in the slides ahead. But these curated trips, the one that got me, I'll explain what they are first. The curated trips, they are just the best of the best deals that are our CEO has flown all over the world making personal relationships, and they will be the best of the best deals. It'll be a package of like a life experience, exactly what it says it is. You're going to go to, so for example, the one that got me that they were talking about on that first video that I saw was a trip to Dubai. It was 5 nights. Okay. 5 nights in the fanciest hotel I've ever seen in my life. I don't even know if there was an end to the amount of floors that were on this skyscraper, but it was huge. It was 5 nights. It included a half-day yacht trip. You got to go on a yacht.
Wow.
Then it included ATVing in the desert, dinner in the desert, and I think it was snowboarding down like the dunes out in Dubai, right? And it included breakfast every day for 5 nights. That was $419.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And you could have used your loyalty points to cover that amount. Like that, for me, I was like, what? Are you serious? So like the possibilities to this are just endless and so exciting. The other stuff that we include is ground transport activities and then flash deals. Flash deals that come into your app every day. They're just like popping up left, right. You can go here for this price, here for this price. Go see the Coliseum for $47. Like those flash deals that pop up, it is mind blowing. Like, and it really makes travel so possible for every single person, no matter what your budget is. You can be working at Tim Hortons, you can be on welfare. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you how you can earn all this for free just by knowing 3 people. So a guaranteed trip every single year just by knowing 3 people. Stay watching and I mean share for people that love traveling. So part of, some of the things that are included that people get the most excited about are obviously our travel credits and loyalty points. Our life experiences, and you can put 5 people, you can let 5 people use your account when you're doing this. Now, I know places like booking.com and Expedia, you can't do stuff like that, right? Your account is your account, and that's kind of it. Now, when it comes to the points, say you have a grandma or a grandpa that may not be that great with tech, or a son you're trying to fly home, and XYZ. Everybody has these examples. They're like, yeah, no, I think that person would use my account. Well, you can book them travel and then just keep the points for yourself. I just flew in my husband's Nan from Newfoundland and booked her flight, saved money on the flight, and then saved the points for doing it. I was like, what? Huh? These people just want to throw money at you at this point. It's wild. We have a multilingual support, so it doesn't matter where you are on the planet. It doesn't matter where you go to visit. We have 24-hour support within this app. It is basically like having a travel agent in your pocket at all times. They will answer you at 4 a.m. when you're in Beijing. It doesn't matter. They are there for you 24/7. And we are rated 4.9 stars on Trustpilot, which it's a big deal to be a company that has been running in the travel space for 12 years and still hold 4.9 stars. That means people for 12 years have been traveling all over the planet and still have that good of a response with this company. It's a big deal. All right, I'm going to flip to the next slide here. Here's an example, though, of some of the vacations that we have. Now, when I was kind of throwing together this slide, I didn't want to give the craziest of the crazy deals. I wanted to give a fairly average example of what you're going to find when you're inside of the app. So a lot of people ask, one of the first things they ask is about Disney World, right? How cheap can you get me to Disney? So this one was two travelers. I think I booked it for 5 nights. No, 3 nights. Sorry, this one was 3 nights. Through Booking.com, you are booking that one, and that total there includes shipping and taxes and fees, and it was $684, so almost $700. While booking through us, you are only paying, including taxes and fees, all of it. You can see there it says member savings, it says your turbo discount, and you are only paying $321 for that exact same trip, exact same room. Everything is the same. And that is how much you're saving. Plus, you're earning points for booking that trip. So you're just banking it for the next time you go. That one doesn't even have any points added to it to save. So technically, you could have also added your points to that to save even more, which is just crazy, like crazy. Here's another example. This one is one of our life experiences. So this is Hawaii, 5 days and 4 nights in Hawaii. This is an incredible, this resort is just beautiful. The reviews are insane. Now you can see there booking through the hotel itself. The price is $3,451. You come over to us and book through us, it's $959 per person. Now that is with 0 points added to it. That's nothing. Now you can add, or you can remove 350 loyalty points from that. So from that total, you take off 350 additional dollars. And that is a very, very, very inexpensive trip to Hawaii, which is one of the most expensive places in the world to vacation. Okay, here, another one. This Mediterranean cruise, this is getting you on one of the most beautiful boats for 8 days, 7 nights. In November, you're going at a great time too, because you're skipping that crappy weather here in North America and going somewhere beautiful where it's nice and warm. You get to go to Naples, Barcelona. Like, this cruise is just that it is so many people's dreams. And you're saving here, $3,000 compared to $1,371 per person. But again, you get to apply your points and take them off. So people are booking these trips and they are saving just crazy amounts. But when you look through the app, like I said, I gave a very standard example of what you're able to save, and a very standard example of the trips. Now, people, like this morning, Lori, I think was it you were showing?
I did Las Vegas, and it was, I think, 40 to 45% difference. Ours was a lot less.
Mind blowing, and that's without adding any points, right? So
exactly,
again, very standard examples. Okay, we're gonna go,
because everyone goes to Vegas and Florida or a cruise.
Everybody wants to go to Vegas, especially because it's cheap. The flights are cheap, but it gets even cheaper. So it makes it that weekend possibility. It makes it that possibility for someone who it wasn't a possibility for before. Now,
my mother-in-law lives right outside of Vegas, so even better.
You're going to be going to Vegas a lot.
Yeah.
Now, this is what everyone wants to know. Okay, well, how much are the memberships? Come on, like, Kayla, you can't be talking about, that great of deals and these membership. Well, the first one's $20. Yeah, $20 a month. That gives you access to hotels, resorts, flights, car rentals, transfers, and activities. Now, that membership, this is so great. Think about like sports parents out there that travel all around, for their kids, and they need to book hotels. I was looking locally to me here in Halifax. I was like, okay, so say I had to stay out in Moncton, go for my kids' sport, which I've had to before. That beginner membership saved me $100 on a 2-night booking. So I was like, that's 5 months of a membership saved through one booking. So if you go to 2 hotels in a year, you're already saving such an amount. And then don't forget about the points. Always don't forget about the points. Yes, the savings are great, but the points are really where the magic happens.
And those sports moms are going like every weekend somewhere and staying
Oh,
in hotels.
it's wild. And they don't think about, like, not every parent can afford that, especially in this economy. So, I mean, and you can use 5 people on your account. So, you know, sports parents can share technically, which it gets even better. Whoever the person is that owns the account is going to rack up an amazing amount of points. And then our next one, this is where it gets really special. Okay. The one, it's called Elite. That's the next tier there you see in purple. It's $119 a month. Now this one is insanity because it's not an empty membership. So that first one is just $20 a month, but this one, $119, and they give you back $119 in travel credits. So you give them $120, they give it back to you, and then you spend it. And it's what? Like, how? Trust me, I had to be like, make this make sense. How are you making money? I don't get it. Like, but this is reality. So you get access to absolutely everything inside of the app with that membership as well, and you are earning your points every time you book something. Anytime you refer somebody, like, these points stack up. I think I've been with the company for 7 weeks now, and I have over 2,000 US dollars in points, and I haven't even gone anywhere yet. Wow. My first trip is not until next month. So, yeah. And then, so this is, again, sorry, I just got a phone call that distracted me there. This is where it gets really, really crazy. So when I came into this, I was like, okay, I want the Mac Daddy of everything. I want to, oh Lord, please don't. Okay, hold on one second. I'm out camping. I just want to make sure my battery doesn't turn off on me. Lori, can you, do you know how to talk about, actually, I'm going to have to pause for a second and get my charger. I'm so sorry, guys, but I'm going to explain this first, and then I'm going to let you talk for a second while I do that. Okay. So the next one from there is $249. Or sorry, guys, I'm sorry. You know when you get flustered for a second and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot to plug my laptop in and we're live. Yeah, it flustered me. Okay, sorry. So this one, though, you're $119 a month. This is where it gets really special because there is a one-time payment that you go up from there, that this upgrades you forever, for life. One-time payment for life. But then when you're paying your $119 a month, you get double the points back. So this is what I did. I came in, I wanted to go full force. I wanted to see what the app could do for me. I started paying $119 a month. I'm going to tell you even further in a minute, but they give me back $249 US dollars in travel credits every single month. Every single month. Now here's where it gets even better. I referred 3 of my friends. Of course, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen ever. I went and immediately told 3 people. Now I don't pay a membership. They just wipe that forever. I will never pay a membership again. Okay, my membership is free. But I still get that $249 in credits every single month. Every single month. Lori, I'm just going to grab my charger. I would love if you just stalled for me for 1 second.
Sure. So yeah, with the turbo, you get double the points, which is just a one-time charge. And it's crazy because you get all those benefits. So you still get, and you also get extra discounts on like cruises and some of the hotels because you are a turbo member. So I did it because
it's totally worth it.
It was totally worth it. Yeah. Because like I said, you get those extra discounts. You don't have to, but for me, it was like, yes, I'm going to.
No brainer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. We are going to jump to the next slide. Again, so sorry about that.
All right.
All right.
So life happened.
I know. You know what? And it's not working. We have like I'm going to just skip it. So I'm going to try to get through this before my laptop dies. Okay. So this is where we get into the extremely exciting part. And this is where, we have a broken economy right now. So most of this is going to go in some people's ear and out the other because they're like, travel's just not a possibility for me right now. We're tightening down. But when you see the money you can make doing this, like I referred 3 people, I don't pay a membership, right? I couldn't afford to travel either. That was not on my bingo card, right? So I was like, oh my God, there's an income opportunity. And then I listened and I was like, oh my God, They make 85% here. I was in a product-based company before that. I think it was like 15, 20%, maybe with a maxed out comp plan. I had never heard of anything like 85% before, but we don't pay overhead like those other companies do. There's no shipping, no warehouses, no products, no ingredients, no, getting the products tested and passed and certified, none of that. They own the tech, they own this platform, and they give back 85% on the front end, 65% on the back end, back to the people that make this what it is, which is us, the ambassadors, talking about this on live stream. So here's just a really quick rundown, guys. When you come in, that $20 membership, if you go and tell someone else about it and use your referral code, you get $20 back. That's 100% commission on that. Now imagine going to make one viral video on TikTok. Okay, one viral video. It reaches 1.52 million people, and 100,000 of those people go sign up for a $20 membership, and you make $20 per person. That's a pretty good payday, if I don't say. And that's not an example, that actually happened. So I just want to let you know that's reality. And then when you bring in an elite member, you're going to make 40, and this is all US dollars. You're going to make $40, and you make double that again with Turbo. So we're going to jump to the next slide here. This is kind of going to give you an idea of what you're making percentages wise on the memberships on a recurring monthly amount. So as you kind of come in at the beginning and you start off building your memberships, you're making 10%. As you get up to 101 plus member, you're making 25%. That is residual. You can take it to the bank income that you can depend on. Okay. Here's the next one where we're going to talk a little bit. Now, if you guys want more information and you want to look at this really in depth, you're going to get on the phone with these two beautiful women, and they are going to get you either in a three-way with me or just tell you everything you need to know. Now, this is a little idea for the people who understand this kind of compensation plan, understand what it's about. But I've never seen anything like this I've been in this industry for over a decade. I've been in multiple companies. I've built multiple seven-figure teams of people and women and men and families that I have helped build and make amazing income. If I had access to a compensation plan like this, I probably wouldn't be sitting here talking to you now, because I'd be on a beach retired. But it's life-changing money for a tenth of the work. I've never seen anything like it. So it gets very complicated, but this is where it starts to make a difference for those people at the beginning. Okay, at the very beginning, which that's what matters in an industry like this, is having someone come in and helping that very baby person when they first start. If you can't help your first starting babies, your babies in the industry like you two, if I can't help you two make money, you quit, you leave. No one wants to wait and watch the 1% make money. We're not about that. It's 2025, right? We don't want to watch the 1% win anymore. So when you come into this, you refer 3 people, that's it. You earn a guaranteed free vacation every single year with 3 people, 3 memberships, and you're guaranteed a vacation every single year. That's mind-blowing and life-changing for so many people, because travel is one of those things, if you can't afford it, you're like, that can wait till next year and the next year and the next year if it doesn't happen. This is making that reality. These boost bonuses. So the next level from there, that's gold. That's 12 people collectively. So I bring in Lori brings in Tammy, and Tammy brings in 10 more people. Okay. Or, 6 or 5 each, right? So 12 people is your next. Then you start making $600 US weekly bonuses. In Canadian, that's almost $900 deposited into your bank. I know. I just made one this week. Made one and like this far from earning another one, because you can earn them every week as many times as you want. It starts on Monday and it restarts on Sunday. You bring in 6 memberships between you and your whole organization. Okay. So anybody can add to that total from your organization, and you're earning $600 US. Can you see how fast that adds up? Like I make more doing this in 7 weeks than I do at my med spa. I own a med spa, And I've been doing that for 4 years, grinding like 12-hour days. And I make more doing this in 7 weeks. So it's just massive. We are also, this is a binary comp plan. So as you come in, timing matters. Timing matters. We're in a pre-launch phase now. This is the time. Lori came in. I know she understands it because she was like, you put me in there right now. And this binary comp plan actually pays out on your smaller leg. So if you don't understand that, that's fine. But if you do understand it, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Okay, we're going to jump over. I'm going to race through these now really quickly because my laptop is definitely about to die. But we have a car bonus too. A lot of companies do. This one lets you take the cash if you don't want to go and get a fancy new car. For me personally, I take the cash.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is where I really was like, wow, it's a different kind of company. Because look, these one, you can, there's so many out there that have these rank up advancement bonuses. But one that I found that was really humbling, like the CEO, he looks like Adam Sandler, acts like Adam Sandler, just a really humble guy. This entire business is based on humble, really good people, which is really different from a lot of what I've experienced in the industry. I just, I'm just about at that Jade level there, right there. But the next one from there, Ruby, you see that, the third one there? It's a CEO. You get to go, they fly you to Miami, give you $2,000 spending money, and you get to spend time, personal time with the CEO. So he just wants to get to know the people that are building his company. And that is like, what? I've never, listen, I was in the Millionaires Club in my last company. I built to the very top and almost again in my husband's name. They didn't even know who I was. That's what this is different. It's so beautiful and it's so different. And then, I mean, if you get to the top in this one, they just give you $1 million house. I mean, huh? I had so many questions. Like, where's the house? Because if it's in Canada, I mean, $1 million doesn't really get you much here anymore. But can I have it in Cuba? Like, I mean, a Cuba or like Bali or like, like I have so many questions. Where is the house? Do I get to pick? Like, who gets to come? I'm just like,
Right.
so many questions. But I think that's pretty cool. $1 million house, just boom, here you go. Take $1 million home. Like, what? All right. So this is one that's like everybody needs to pay attention to this slide because you look at these industries, right? Movies, oh my God, it's a huge industry. Coffee, 88 billion. Health and wellness, 203 billion. Cosmetics, 600 billion. But all of those do not equal collectively put together, do not equal the $10 trillion industry that is travel. Travel is not a come in, come out. It's going to be hot one minute, hot not the next. Travel has always been. Everybody always values travel. And if you look at these other companies that kind of are the competition, they're all under the same umbrella. These are actually all owned by the same people with a different label on it. And they all do the same thing. We are the only difference in this category. And we are just taking the entire industry and flipping it on its head. It's very, very like this. I've never seen anything like it. And I've been involved in, trust me, I gutted this. Wait until if you have more questions, like I said, you really need to get in these ladies' inboxes. Now is the time. Like, you do not want to sit and let this one go by. As they were building this company, 2013 to 2020, they went from 100,000 members to 2021 and 2025, building to over 1 million members. As they added new things, as the CEO ran around the world making personal relationships, this momentum is insanity. And our pre-launch here, I haven't put down my phone or barely slept since we started 7 weeks ago. My phone is constantly blowing up. It is right now. Again, I know Lori's is. I know she's been in this for like days at this point, and she hasn't stopped. But we are in a pre-launch right now. This pre-launch, we're not even hard launching this company until May 2026 in North America and Australia. Now we're going to Japan. We're in Japan. I think we had people from Hong Kong the other day. Like, it is. They gave us a little like, here you go. Like, let's let it go here, and it just went so fast. They're like, okay, I guess we're going and we're in. We're running, and now is the time. I just love you guys. Thank you for letting me talk my head off.
Thank you, Kayla.
Yes.
Seriously, if you travel, like any hotels, any tickets, reach out to us because let us do some comparing for you because
Absolutely.
this is huge.
Yes.
I've
These
looked
were
at a
the-
lot of different stuff.
Sorry.
And
Sorry, it's lags too. So I was like, I thought you were done, and then I jump in. I'm not sure what's going on, girl. I appreciate you for getting on here so much. And we will do this. We will absolutely do this again. And look, we can even do it again and look through the app a little deeper. But if you want comparisons, the best thing to do is get a hold of these two. Ask about the money. Ask about ask the questions, because there isn't anything like when I say when you ask and you start looking into this, you're gonna be like, holy, holy, and the fire and the excitement. I haven't felt fire and excitement like this in a decade. Like I could talk about this over and over and over again. And that feeling, if you know that feeling in network marketing, like it's so good. Thank you guys so much for having me on. You're both so beautiful and I adore you.
Thanks, Kayla. You can hop off. Thank you.
Bye, babe.
I just
Bye.
want to say thank you to everybody that hopped on. Like I said, I'm sure you're like me, you had a lot of questions, but we just want to help you save because a lot of people are traveling. You're always staying in hotels, like you, right, Tammy? I mean, you
Yeah.
go to Vegas a lot. And what didn't you look up something as well?
Yeah, I did. And
Compared?
I already had reservations, and we actually got a deal. We got one night for free, and it still was going to save like $62 for 3 nights, and that's with us getting one for free just booking through Best Western. So
And then you get the travel credits as
right,
well. So you're
yeah,
even saving double, like a whole
yep,
nother room at some
exactly.
point, you
Yeah,
know?
yes, crazy.
It
Crazy.
is. It's crazy. And like I said, and we're just brand new, just starting in North America, which is insane. And I love that it's not a startup company. It's not brand new.
Nope.
They've been around since 2013. And because I said I wouldn't do another startup company. And so if you are looking for an additional stream of income just to make a few extra dollars or to just get the travel discounts, this is something to check into because
And I
it's
happen to
huge.
have kids in Alaska that I need to go see. So, oh
There
darn.
you go. There you go. I think we're going to be doing a lot of traveling these
I think
days.
so. I think so.
And
Yes,
it's going to be fun.
it is. It's
And I
gonna
love to save. I love a discount.
yes. Who doesn't, right?
So, like I said, we're going to hop off. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and we'll get them answered for you.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks.